Hi guys, it is Monday, January 27th. My name is Chloe and this is the start of another reading vlog. So this morning, today is just kind of a crazy get back to life. If you haven't seen the last vlog, we went to Disney last week and we got home last night. And so today is laundry day and just kind of figure out how to get all of our stuff back together. So we also came home and we're in the middle of moving. So life's a little chaotic right now. And I just am such a person of like creature comforts and organization that right now is a little like, so whatever. But anyway, I did finish this morning Flight Girls by, I'll just put a picture up because I can't remember who it's by. Noelle Salazar or something like that, I think is her name. I had it on ebook, so I don't have it physically, but it is the book for the Book Talks After Dark with Shelby from Shelby Taggart Reads and Kendra from Kendra Loves Books. This month, their guest host is Nicole from Girly Girl Bookworm. This video will definitely be going up after that has already happened. So my apologies if you missed it. You can probably go watch the live show. It's Tuesday night, Tuesday the 28th. And then I'm sure they'll announce what next month's is. And it's just such a great book club. So this book too was really good. I have liked everything I've read so far. I didn't read the first book of the book club, but then I've read every other one and I've liked them all. I think they've picked winners. There's been some months where it seems like I'm one of the only ones that likes it, but that I have really liked everything they've picked. So this one is called Flight Girls. It's about a girl who wants to be a pilot, and she's in Hawaii right before Pearl Harbor happens. And so then Pearl Harbor happens, the war starts. It's her journey through the war, and she goes to this Women's Air Force something pilot training. And so she learns to fly for the Army. And that is really interesting. And I just loved hearing about the women's roles in the war. And I loved, she has 4 friends when she's back in Hawaii or 3 friends, I think, that she rooms with. And so we get to know them. And I just loved and then when she goes to the training, there's also, I think, 3 women that she rooms with. And all of their personalities are so different. And yet the strength and bravery of these women is just amazing to me. It's so nice to see and just hear about, and their friendship, and I just loved it. And there's also a love story that goes throughout, and I liked the way the love story was done, because the majority of this book is about our main character Audrey and her growth and determination and bravery and her role in the war, really, and like her role as a pilot. And then the friendships are kind of a nice aside to that, and the love story is also a nice addition, but it doesn't overwhelm the book or the plot. And as a character-driven reader, I really liked it. So that's 4 stars. It taught me a lot that I didn't know already about the war and the women's role, and again, I just really enjoyed it. So that was that. And then now I think I'm going to read The Moon and More by Sarah Dessen, just because I've been reading some heavier stuff lately, and I just kind of want to read something that is a little bit mindless and quick and easy. So I think I'm going to read that. This morning we are, like I said, doing laundry, doing all the cleanup. It's about 9:30 and I've already gotten quite a bit done. So I'm going to switch laundry. We're going to go to the grocery store and get a big haul, and I'm dreading that because I hate going to the grocery store. It's not that bad, but coming home and unloading everything and then and just cooking and it's a whole process. So that is the plan. I also might see if I can drop my daughter off with my mom or sister for a little bit because she turns 2 on Thursday. And let me know, what are your guys' thoughts and opinions on preschool or pre-5-year-old birthday parties? Because for her first birthday, we did just almost nothing. We invited little friends over, and whoever could come. Being late January, there were tons of kids sick, so it was barely any kids. My parents, every family that wanted to stop by, stopped by, and it was just very, very low key. Just because after Christmas, and then we have a big, my husband's side of the family, there's a couple birthdays at the beginning of February, so there's a big celebration at the beginning of February, and we just kind of lumped her into that last year, and So, and plus, first birthday parties, in my opinion, are for the parents. And I just didn't want to do it. So this year, since we're in the process of moving, I don't think I'm going to do a play date over here because it's just a mess. And I just, like I said, I don't do well in like transition chaos and just mess anyway. And so then bringing a bunch of kids over here and doing all that just sounds not fun. So I think what I'm going to do is, and take her. I think I might do a couple little surprises in the morning for her, then go to story time and lunch, and then my nephew has a basketball game afterwards, and like a after nap at 3:30 or 4 or something. And sorry, my hair is naturally curly, and I hate wearing it curly. It's just really hard to control and bleh. But anyway, so we'll go to that, and she loves that, and then just a special dinner at home is probably what we'll do. But I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are, or because again, this year I think that's what we'll do, and you won't see this till after her birthday. But even for 3, like she probably won't start preschool until 3.5, and I know like once she starts preschool and has a bunch of friends that way, she'll want to do something, and I mean, she'll be invited to parties and she'll know a little bit more. But right now, her friends are the people who I'm friends with the moms. And so, again, it would really just be a mom get together where the kids happen to play. And I just don't want to host that right now. So, again, like I said, I'll make it as special as possible, do all her favorite foods, and some other surprises that I can't say because she's right here. And so, little stuff, but that's that. Okay, done talking. Almost 8 minutes in. I'll let you go. We'll update later. Bye. Hey guys, it is almost 5 o'clock on Monday, and I was just coming on quick to say that I didn't really get any reading done during nap time. I'm trying to edit my Disney vlog, and it's right now like an hour and 15 minutes, and so I'm going through and editing the whole thing to see if it can be cut, or if I just need to split it into 2, or if I should just do one long vlog. I don't know, but so I edited, and then today is just the typical day back. We're both really struggling, my daughter and I, with getting back into the routine, and so she didn't nap really at all, and so we're both just a little grouchy and out of patience, and I think that the first day back is also always like just a struggle. So that's where we're at. I did start The Moon and More by Sarah Dessen, because I put her down and she napped for like 15 minutes. So I started that and read just a very little bit. And it seems to be about a teenage girl who works in her family's business of like beach rentals or vacation rental type things. And so she has a longtime boyfriend that also kind of works for the company. And then she also has met a boy I don't know if it's going to be a love interest or what, but I think he's about her age, and he works for somebody that's staying there at the beach resort. So that could be interesting. It's exactly what I want right now, and so I think I'll like it just because it's what I'm in the mood for. So I probably won't update anymore tonight. I'm going to hurry and try to edit a little bit more of this video, and then I'm going to make stir fry for dinner tonight. And our house is a tornado because I try to have an activity or something for us every morning where we're out of the house. And this morning we did the grocery store and a Target return, but otherwise we were here at the house, which means it's a disaster. So just between dinner and cleaning up and then hopefully going to bed early, I don't know that I'll get a lot of reading done, but I'll update tomorrow and let you know what's going on. Have a good night. Hey guys, it is Tuesday, and today has been kind of a crazy day. It's about 1:30, and I'm just coming on quick to update. I've read about 60% of The Moon and More by Sarah Dessen, and I'm really liking it. It's exactly what I'm wanting. It's nothing epic. It's a very Sarah Dessen book, just full of teen angst, and I actually really like, it's kind of a love triangle, like I said, between the guy she's been dating since 9th grade and then this new guy. And I'm really enjoying the story for what it is. So that's good. This morning we went to MOPS, which is Mothers of Preschoolers. And my daughter loves it because she gets to see her friends and play with toys. And then we get a little bit of adult time, all of us moms. So that was really fun. Then we went and ran a load of stuff to Goodwill because I'm just kind of purging as we move. And then we went to lunch with my husband, and now here we are. So, oh good. Oh good. So now we are going to just play for a little bit and then do nap time. And then my nephew has a basketball game this afternoon, so we're going to go to that. And then come home. And then tonight is Book Talks After Dark with Shelby and Kendra and Nicole from Girly Girl Bookworm. So I don't know if I'll get on an update anymore. I do plan on reading all through nap time. So if I finish the Moon and More, I will get on an update about that. Otherwise, I'll probably just get on either later this evening or tomorrow morning and let you know when I finish it. So that's the plan for now. We'll just get on and talk later. Bye. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday, and it's about, I don't know, 8:30 maybe. And today we had big plans, but they are not going to happen as planned because today we have a sonogram at 9, and we were going to take our daughter, and then I've got some other errands and last minute birthday prep to do because tomorrow's her birthday. So my mom is going to watch her for a little bit. But then this morning she woke up with 102 fever. So now she just ate a little bit of breakfast, and I think I'm gonna take her over to my mom's while we go have the sonogram. And then I think it might just be a cuddly day. I don't know. If you can see in the backyard, there's a bunch of snow. So we got unexpected snowfall last night. So the streets look good. My husband's out there doing our driveway so we can get the cars out. And that's the plan for today. So hopefully I'm just about done, like literally just a few pages left in The Moon and More, The Moon and More by Sarah Dessen. And I'm really liking it. I'm gonna try to get where lighting's a little better. I'm really liking it, but I think that one, she jumped into the second relationship really, really fast. And like the same day she broke up with her long-term boyfriend. I didn't like that. And also, I don't see the appeal of the second guy at all. And like, I don't understand what they are connecting on or how, like, if I'm supposed to be rooting for them, I don't understand how or why, because they seem to have nothing in common. And like, he is taking her on these like fancy food dates and stuff, and she hates it. And yet she finds it charming or something. Like, I just don't get it because they don't seem to have anything in common. So whatever. I think it'll probably be like a 3.5 stars, which is very much a typical Sarah Dessen rating. I'm enjoying it a lot, and it's entertaining, but there's a lot of plot holes and just things that like don't make sense. So that's that. My mouth is all blue because, you guys, I've got this weird, it must be a pregnancy craving for cran grape juice. And so it was on sale 5 for $5. So we bought 5, and my husband and I have both been drinking it like crazy, but it's staining my mouth. So I'm gonna chug some water before we go to the appointment so I don't have this blue mouth, but that's the plan. I will check in. I don't know if I'll check in anymore when I finish The Moon and More because I pretty much just told you all my thoughts. But I'll check in at some point later today. If you didn't join the live show last night, I obviously didn't get back on an update after because I went straight to bed afterwards, but the live show was so good. It seems like everybody really liked Flight Girls by Noelle Salazar. So if you haven't read that, check it out. It's really good. So that's that. I'll let you go. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Today is Thursday, January 30th, and today is my daughter's second birthday. So she is 2 today, and I haven't been on here since yesterday morning because yesterday kind of went from bad to worse. She just had a really high fever all day that I couldn't get even to come down with medicine, and so we spent most of the day like on the couch cuddling, watching Sesame Street, just and doing nothing. And she's a mama's girl always, but when she doesn't feel good, like nobody else will do. And so yesterday I came home from the sonogram and stuff and just held her pretty much the whole night. So that's how that went. And then this morning she woke up with a fever, but then it went away. So she has no fever now, and I think we're going to take her to lunch. And then this morning we just did a special. Last night I went and got a ton of streamers and balloons to put on her chair and a happy birthday banner. And then my husband, he has an air compressor, so he used it to blow up 2 gigantic trash bags full of like normal latex balloons, and so those are all over the house. There are streamers. She was really excited this morning because then I also made Mickey Mouse pancakes, and so between her Minnie Mouse balloon and her Mickey Mouse pancakes, she was so excited. So that was awesome to see her happy and smiling and feeling a little better. So then we did our gifts, and we didn't get her much because we just had Christmas. We just did Disney World, and she's 2 years old. So we got her some coloring books and some books, and some stuffed animals that we had got at Disney World. So that was fun. And then my mom and sister came over because they were both exposed to her yesterday. So whatever she's got, they've been exposed to. And I said, come at your own risk. And so they came over. And like I said, now that she's fever-free, I think she's doing okay. But they came over and brought gifts and hung out and sat with her for a little bit so I could fold laundry and put on makeup and look like a human being. So thankful for them and that. And now we're just playing and doing that. Last night I started Roommates Wanted by Lisa Jewell. And that book, I love Lisa Jewell. I've read some of her others. And I really like her like mystery, thriller, suspense, whatever books. This one is way more of just a character study. It's about a man who his wife leaves him. And his dad has been like an absentee dad and left him this huge house. And so then he takes this huge house and starts renting out rooms to random people. And the people who live there for a long time. So it's about him and his roommates and like the people across the street. And nothing is really happening. Like, I think I'm more than halfway done. I think I'm like 2/3 of the way through it. And I mean, it's just a character study. And for some reason, like, I've told you I really like Marian Keyes and all those kind of authors who do just like character studies that are just like slice of life of these people's lives. But this one I'm not really liking. Hold on, the doctor's calling me. So just a second. A downer. I thought it was like the doctor calling because I called yesterday about her fever and stuff. So I thought they were calling to like check on her or do something really sweet. No, it was just confirming tomorrow she's got her 2-year appointment, and so I was just confirming that. So, anyway, thanks for hanging on to the interruption. I didn't really like, or I'm not liking, this Lisa Jewell book, and I think it's because it's following a male main character, and it is British, and I'm having a really, really hard time, like, relating to the main character or like any of the other characters. Like, I'm just not really connected. And so when it's a character study and you're not connected to any of the characters, it just kind of feels like a drudge. There's also a lot of characters. Like I said, it's about the guy who owns the house, all of the roommates, the people across the street, one of his guy friends, and then all of like the interconnections and all of that kind of stuff. So it's a lot going on. I'm going to finish it because, like I've said many times before, I'm not a DNFer. I just can't do it. But this one is a bummer. I don't know if it's one of her really backlist ones. I need to check when it was written. But it's not at all mystery, suspense, any of that kind of stuff. And that's kind of what I like from Lisa Jewell. So that's that. And I'll probably finish that today. And I'll get on either and give my final thoughts today or tomorrow or whenever I finish it. And that's the update. This afternoon, we were planning to go to my nephew's basketball game after nap time. Game. If you can hear that, she loves the games and loves watching hoops. And so if she stays fever-free, yeah, she's saying go K-State. If she stays fever-free, we'll still go. If not, we'll just stay home and I don't know, hang out. So that's the plan for the evening. And then I made a little birthday cake this morning. And guys, I don't know why, stroke of genius. I made like this batter, and then I just was making the small like individual ones. And for some reason I was like, I'm going to make 2 just in case. And I never do that. I am always the person that makes 1, and then if something happens, I'm screwed. So I made 2, but like really nothing ever happened. So I don't even know why in my head I thought I'm going to make 2. But then I got it out to test it, one of them out to test them, and I dropped it. And so thank goodness I made 2 because, yeah, I dropped half the batter all over the floor. So Good thinking, Mama. So we still have one cake left, and that's awesome. We'll do that tonight, just probably just the three of us, because with her not feeling good, and we just don't want to risk having anybody over, because I'm sure even if she's better, our house is probably kind of germy. So that's the plan. I'll check in later. Bye.
Hi guys, today is Friday. Finally, we are on day 3 of sick kiddo, and I am so tired. Like tomorrow, I texted my husband this morning and said I'm sleeping till noon tomorrow because it's just exhausting having a sick 2-year-old and just being pregnant and having a big pity party constantly. It's just not fun. So we are actually sitting outside of the doctor, the pediatrician. Today just happens to be her 2-year well check. And so we're going to check into, she's been fever free since like yesterday morning, but she's still like, she woke up just crying and wanting me to hold her, and just having a rough time. And so I don't know. I think it may be her throat. Because she's not coughing really. I mean, she's got a little tickle, but really I can't figure out what's going on. And so I'm guessing it's her throat or something that is getting better, but still not good. Motrin's helping, so whatever. I think the last time I checked in was like 11 o'clock or so yesterday. So we went to lunch and then came home and just played with new toys and did some stuff. Then took naps, and it was kind of up in the air if we were going to go to my nephew's game, because I didn't know how she would feel and what was going on. So she woke up fever free still, but just in a terrible mood. So we decided to stay home, and we just did stuff around the house, really. I mean, which really just meant sitting on the couch and watching Sesame Street, because she just wants to sit and cuddle, and that's awesome. I love the cuddles that we get with sick kids, but it's just exhausting. So then I made a special dinner. I made tuna sandwiches because those are her favorite. She really loves sandwiches of any kind. And so I made that with a little birthday cake. And I'm big on serving it all at once, dessert, food, everything, whatever. So she pretty much ate birthday cake for dinner, maybe a couple pieces of sandwich, but she's not been eating a whole lot. So I made it healthy. I made a healthy thing that had like bananas and peanut butter. And so it wasn't like, I was fine with her eating that for dinner. So that was that. And then went to bed, and now, so as far as reading goes, I did finish yesterday Roommates Wanted by Lisa Jewell, and I could barely finish that. It's got decently high ratings on Goodreads, so I think I'm the minority, but I gave it like 2.5 stars, and that feels a little generous even. It was just like I said before, it was a very much character study. And I think the main character was a guy, so I don't know if that was part of the disconnect. It was British, so it was a little bit in that kind of arm's length style, but and just the writing style, I just couldn't get into it, and which is so surprising to me because I have liked her mystery thrillers and stuff. So that one just wasn't for me. So then I picked up this Lullaby by Sarah Dessen, because I have 2 Sarah Dessen books left on my shelves that I haven't read, and I'm not like a super fan or anything, but I don't know, I'm just really in the mood, like especially with everything going on with moving, which is still in the process, sick kid, birthdays, all these things going on. I just want light, easy, cheesy reads, and so these Sarah Dessens, knocking them off of my shelf, feels kind of good. So I'm almost done actually with this Lullaby, and I'm really liking it. It's about a girl who her mom is on her 5th marriage, and she just always her mom is very like flighty. She's an author. She's just very kind of irresponsible, and she like I said, is on her 5th husband. And then this girl is kind of responsible, takes care of everything, but she kind of holds the world at a distance. So the book is trying to give you this message about taking risks and letting love in and stuff, and because the whole to love and lose is better than to never love at all kind of thing. And I'm liking the book because it's exactly what I want right now. But a huge complaint is that the characters are seniors in high school, and I mean, they're just openly, like, their parents offer them alcohol. They are supposedly drinking wine at dinner, like, when they go out on dates. And it's like, wait, you're 18 and this is America. That's not legal. Like, that's not actually happening. And also, they're talking about how the girl, like, sleeps with all these guys, and really it's just definitely not something I would want my teenager to read, just because it very much normalizes, like, this story would be much more believable to me if it was 21, 22, 23 year olds, just because it's like that kind of stuff does happen. I'm not saying sex and alcohol, teenage stuff doesn't happen, or I don't want to read about it, but it just, you can't buy alcohol at a restaurant because you're 18 years old. And so that just doesn't make sense to me. Also, the mom gives, like, I'm like 75% of the way through, and the mom just went on this, like, deep lesson giving thing about, like, letting love in and taking risks. And, like, okay, yes, I get where you're coming from, but also, like, it just missed a mark for me of, like, so why are all these marriages ending? Like, I guess it just kind of missed a mark for me of, if you're trying to teach a lesson, yes, I think she's just treating it almost like she's the 17-year-old dating, because I think totally 17-year-olds should date and see what's out there and take risks, but, you know, be smart and whatever. But marriage is a little different, and I don't know why. I mean, it just kind of trivializes that too. So those are my complaints. I'll probably give it like 3.5 stars, just because that's what I almost always give Sarah Dessen's. They're pretty average but entertaining, so I really like them. I'm going to try to finish that either later this morning or during nap time, so I can do my January wrap up. I'm not sure how many books I read, but it's close to 30, which is awesome. And so I'm going to do that wrap up sometime this afternoon, I hope. The other plans for this afternoon, we're going to go to lunch with my mom and dad, because they go on a big 6-week vacation every February. Around here, February is the worst month of the year. It's icy, cold, miserable. Like, the shortest month always feels the longest. It's also their anniversary, my mom's birthday, and Valentine's Day. So they just do a big, big vacation. So they leave, I think, Sunday. And so we're going to go to lunch with them, and then hopefully, I don't know how my daughter's going to feel. So I really, really hope a productive afternoon of packing and stuff, because the goal is to get everything from old house to new house this weekend. And I don't know how it's going to happen. So, boy. After this Sarah Dessen, I'm not sure what I'm going to pick up. I'm really in the mood for, like, an amnesia story, or like a mystery thriller, suspense, domestic suspense, kind of in that amnesia trope. And I think Shelby from Shelby Taggart Reads has a amnesia trope recommendation video, but if she I need to go look for that. But if you have any recommendations of really good domestic suspense that may or may not have amnesia, let me know, because I'm really, like, my shelves are full of a lot of, like, women's fiction, romance, that kind of stuff, but I don't have a ton of mystery thrillers, and that's just because I typically don't buy them, because once you read them, you don't want to read them again. But I'm just in the mood for one. So, or if you've got good Kindle Unlimited or anything, somewhere where I can get some mystery thriller, I just need to break it up a little bit. So that's that. We're going to go into the doctor, hopefully figure out what's wrong with her, and get a good 2-year-old bill of health. So hopefully no shots today too. I don't know. I guess I didn't prepare for that. So I don't know. That's it. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Hey guys, so we are home from lunch and the doctor and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know if I came on yet after the doctor's appointment or not, but I'm going to take these off because that glare is crazy. But my daughter got a clean bill of health, and so that's awesome. He said that maybe she just has like a little flu or bug, but he said day 3 and with no fever, they wouldn't do anything to treat it anyway. So she's good. So, and everything else checked out perfect. She's a very healthy little 2-year-old. So that is awesome. Great news. It's almost nap time, and I just finished This Lullaby by Sarah Dessen. I might have said earlier I was reading Dreamland. I'm not sure if I did or not, but those are the 2 that are left on my TBR, like my physical TBR of hers. And so I just finished This Lullaby. And same things apply that I said earlier. I think there's way too much teen drinking and sex in this book. I just don't think, I think it's a little like exaggerated and inflated to what is reality, and not in the sense that I'm sure there's kids doing more than even this talks about, but I just don't think it needed to be like, I don't think she needed to have such an expansive sexual history to get the point that she doesn't want to commit, and she just leaves things very shallow. So I just don't think it was necessary to the story. So I think that the book was 3.5 stars, just like I predicted. It was very typical Sarah Dessen. It was enjoyable. I do wish that Remy is our main character, and she has a group of 4 girlfriends, and they all show that they're there for each other when they really need each other. But I thought the female friendship was even a little bit like, they just weren't very nice to each other. They made fun of each other a lot, and I just didn't like, it just wasn't the kind of relationship that builds each other up. And yes, they were good friends like in the hard times when they ended up needing each other, and so that's awesome to see, but I just wish they would have been a little nicer to each other throughout. So those are all my complaints. If I was rating it based on like literary merit and how good of a story it was, it probably would be a lower rating, but my enjoyment, it was exactly what I needed for kind of mindless, cute story. Like I said earlier, it's kind of about discovering that love is worth the risk, and so that was a good moral, whatever. So now I'm going to go put my daughter down, and I'm hoping to nap. Oh my goodness. I'm hoping to nap as well, but I'll probably start something, either the last Sarah Dessen on my TBR, or I have Sister Circle, and that's by 2 authors, and I'm not sure what 2 authors it is, and I don't know where it came from on my physical shelf, but I think it's about a group of women that live in like this house, and they're all just random women, and I think it maybe is Christian fiction. I don't really know, obviously, a lot about it. And for like Christian fiction, I'm a Christian, and I love my faith, love my God, but I think Christian fiction is just so hard to do right because it comes off so preachy so many times. So I've been really hesitant to pick that up, but I don't know if I can do back-to-back-to-back Sarah Dessens. So I don't know what I'll pick up next. I'll get on either today or tomorrow. I'm trying to fix some keys while I talk, and multitasking is just not very much my thing lately, but so I'll get on either tonight or tomorrow and let you know what I started and what's been going on today is Friday, but we're just going to stay home, take it easy. I'm trying not to get sick, and I'm trying to get this little one better. She's on Motrin, she's normal, but without Motrin, she is like just crying, wants me to hold her all the time, and no fever, but it's just clearly not feeling good. The doctor said it's probably just body aches and stuff, because everything, like her throat looked fine and all of that looked fine. So I don't know what's going on, but we're just going to lay low tonight, try to pack up some boxes, and just take it easy. So that's it. I'll check in later. Hi, everyone. It is Saturday, February 1st, and I'm sure you guys all were like watching a train wreck about to happen because now I'm sick. I, for some reason, thought I'd get through it since today is day 4 of my daughter being sick. I thought maybe I had skipped it, but that's not the case. I have got something. I don't know. I don't have a high fever like she did. I just have this kind of bronchitis thing that I've had twice already this year, so hopefully it just kind of stays basic and doesn't get too bad. But anyway, I just finished. I started last night. I said I didn't know what I was going to start, so I started the Sister Circle, and it's by Vonette Bright and Nancy Mosier, and I finished it this morning. And this book is the glare is terrible, but like I had said, it is Christian fiction. It's about a woman who her husband dies and leaves her with basically nothing. And so the only thing she has is this big old house. And so she decides to rent out the rooms. And it's kind of like divine intervention how these 3 people come to her, because she hasn't even really started advertising. It's like the first day the thought comes to her head, these 3 women come to her head. Or come to her house. So the first one is May, who's kind of a hippie, middle-aged woman. The next one is Tessa, who is a very, very Christian, judgmental, set in her ways, older lady. And then there's a young, maybe 30-year-old mom named Audra and her 5-year-old daughter named Summer. And so the five of them live together. And it's really just their story of becoming sisters, and also finding God and becoming sisters in Christ. And I really liked it. It was 4 stars. For me, it wasn't too over the top, because there is a verse from the Bible at the beginning of every chapter. And then at first, the women all come to the house with different relationships with God, different kind of beliefs and that kind of stuff. And they all just were very flawed and very relatable. And I thought a lot of the conversation was very good about God. It was very much talking about how he's just like a parent, that he loves us no matter what, and there's nothing we can do to make him love us more or less. And I thought that was a really good really good portrayal. I also thought that it was interesting how Tessa, the really, really religious person, kind of got put in her place. It was just, I thought it was very good. By the end, they had all found God, and it got a little over preachy. So this one's definitely one to go into, just knowing that there's a lot of religious talk. So I really enjoyed it. It's about the five females that live in the house. One, Summer, who's 5 years old, so she's not really a woman yet. But and then also 2 of Audra's friends. Gilly or Jilly is one, and she's got like a lot of money and really nothing to do with it. Her husband doesn't give her a lot of attention and whatever. That's her story. And then Piper is another one. And so I thought we could have done without their stories, or just had them be a little bit more minor characters, but it still was easy enough. They were unique enough that we could keep track of who's who, so that worked out. And this is a series. I think it's 4 books, and so I'm sure Piper and Jilly come up more in the future books, and I would like to read the rest, but I'm not in a huge rush. It was good enough that I would read the rest, but not so good that I'm like, I have to get them now. So that was my review of this. Now I don't know what I'm going to pick up. Today we are going to try to spend the day boxing stuff up. So this office that I'm in has 6 shelves of books that need to get boxed up and taken over to the new house. And then the shelves can go, I'm going to box up like all of my clothes, because I'm in maternity clothes pretty much now, so I'm wearing a very limited wardrobe, so everything else can go. We're just going to try to get all the boxing up done, and then Monday we have some help and a trailer, and so then we'll take everything over to the new house. So that's the plan for today. I will update later when I have started something new. Hey guys, so it's about 5:45 on Saturday, and I'm just coming on because I started and finished Dreamland by Sarah Dessen, and I'm actually going to give this one a 4-star. I really liked it. It's a lot darker than other Sarah Dessens, and I just thought it was so good. The book is about a girl named Caitlin who, her sister runs away at the very beginning and says she's going to do her own thing with her boyfriend. She's 18 years old, and she's just wants to get out. She has always had a lot of pressure on her or whatever, so she says she's going to get out. So then Caitlin, she's the younger sister, and she just kind of has always lived in her sister's shadow. And so she decides to go out for cheerleading. Her friend kind of peer pressures her into doing that, and it's just something to do that her sister didn't do, and kind of sets her apart a little bit. And so she does that, and then she meets a guy named Rogerson. And what I loved about this book was the first 20% is just us getting to know Caitlin. And I loved that, because so often it's like these are just like wham bam romance. You see it from page 10, and it's just, you know what's going to happen the whole time. This one was not the case. And this one was also a shorter Sarah Dessen. It was only 250 pages, and sometimes hers can be really, really lengthy. So I think that also helped. But Anyway, so she meets Rogerson, finds out he's got some secrets, and he's a drug dealer, not a great guy. He kind of turns her into a different girl. She gets herself into a really horrific situation. And I don't mean she gets herself like it's her fault. It's this situation. She falls in love with Rogerson and can't figure out how to get out of the situation that he put her in. And just as a mom of a girl, it's like, this is my nightmare. And I just, it broke my heart. It was so good. I wanted to know what was going to happen to Caitlin. Was she going to be okay? Was she not going to be okay? I just thought this one was really, really good. So 4 stars. It's still not epic, but it was very well done, very dark for Sarah Dessen. And I just thought it kind of gave a good message to teenage girls about what you deserve and what you don't deserve and how to get help. So that's that. Tonight, I may start something else. Another wonderful perk of pregnancy and being sick is I just am I can't even speak anymore. I am an insomniac. I cannot sleep for anything. And so I have a lot of reading time, so that's great. And so I'll probably pick something else up tonight. I'm not sure what, but we will see. All that being said, moving did not happen today. It's like my daughter is still, she's just mama only. And so I couldn't lay down or anything until she did, because otherwise it was just like screaming, and that doesn't help me to relax. So I would rather just be out here with her and hanging out. So my husband kind of tried to corral her so I could get other stuff done, videos edited, videos uploaded, and just organized. I've got a scrapbook for both kids. Da, 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 da. So that's what we did. We didn't do any moving. It's a blessing and a curse to have 2 houses, because this house, long story short, we could not buy the new house in a contingency sale. So meaning we couldn't say like, yes, we'll buy it as long as ours sells. They wouldn't allow that because it was a moving company, whatever. So that means we own both houses, and we don't have to start paying a mortgage until March on the other one. So we're not paying double mortgages now, thank goodness. But having unlimited time to move is a blessing, because it's not like we're just cramming stuff in boxes and going, but it's also a curse because it's like we don't feel the pressure. And so March is going to sneak up really quick, and then we'll feel a lot of pressure. So hopefully tomorrow's a better day. We can get a bunch of stuff moved. Then this week, my husband has a pretty light week at work, so we can hopefully get some stuff done. And I don't know. So good news, too, is I'm the last one in our family to get this, whatever it is. And so hopefully once I'm better, everyone will be better. So that's that. Sorry for the long ranty woe is me, and we'll talk to you later. Hey guys, it is Sunday around 2:15, and I'm just coming on quick to update and close out this vlog. So I am full-fledged sick with whatever. So last night was a rough night. I had a really high fever, so it was just really hard to sleep. So this morning my husband was a rock star and just kind of forced me to sit on the couch all morning, and that was really, really nice. And then we went to lunch and to some little free libraries to drop off some stuff, and then took my daughter to the park because it is beautiful out here. It's crazy. It's been like 30, 40, and then all of a sudden today it's 65. So we took advantage, took her to the park, and now I am going to lay down, and he's putting her down right now. So I'm filming this quick clip before she goes down. So just an update on what I'm reading. I'm reading The 4 Seasons by Mary Alice Monroe. This one is cute stories so far anyway. I'm not very far into it. It's about 4 sisters, and their last name is Seasons. So they, their parents always called them the 4 Seasons, and like they have nicknames that are kind of indicative of the seasons, and it's cute. They all get back together because the youngest one dies. It's been alluded to the fact that she had some sort of mental and or physical disability. I'm not very sure what was going on with her, but she has passed away, and so now the other three are back together. The oldest one is like a model in Paris or France somewhere. And then the next one is a doctor and has like a family. And then the third one is just really plain Jane. And so it's their story of getting together, and I don't think they keep in touch very much. So this is their story. So far, it's cute. It's really long. It's like 400 pages. And so I don't know if I'll love it. The writing style is just okay. But I love women's fiction, so hopefully it's good. So tonight, the reason I'm closing this out already at 2:15 is because tonight is the Super Bowl and our Chiefs are playing. So I don't know if you can see, but we've all got our Chiefs gears on, and we're ready for the big game. And my family originally comes from like the San Francisco area. So, and I have a sister that still lives out there. So it's a really fun game for us. The 49ers and the Chiefs are two of our favorite teams. And obviously we're Chiefs fans because we live near there. And so we're rooting for the Chiefs. But that's that. I hope you all have a wonderful week. If you're seeing this when I think I'm going to put it up Monday morning, so if you see this right when I put it up, I hope you have a wonderful week. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day, night, whenever you're watching this. If you have any thoughts on anything I talked about, please let me know, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye.